So are you going to play, we're just starting, eh? Are you going to play a little bit of the song?
Yeah, we can go with the flow.
Yeah.
I reckon with this one.
I reckon, because this is our first review.
Yeah.
This is our spotlight. And our spotlight episode today is Hawkins.
Yeah.
Who, he's a person or he's a band?
He's an artist.
He's
person
an
by
artist.
himself.
He's
yeah.
an artist. So you know him personally?
Yes.
You know him from New Zealand Idol?
Mm-hmm.
I had no clue who he was. So my first introduction to him was the boys doing their podcast the other day. No clue. Although he looks familiar, I just maybe have seen him.
Maybe a bit drunk.
Yeah.
Well, that did come up in our chats, didn't it? Because apparently we all used to drink, or he used to be at Opal.
Yeah.
And we were like permanent fixtures there. You were a singer, I was a backup dancer.
Yeah.
I was a singer.
Well, more than I did anything. I think I always sung my one song there. Anyway, I digress.
Yes, which was that? Shoop.
No, Poye.
Poye. No, you did Shoop as well.
Oh, maybe. I
think that was May.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Who knows? As we say, I was, don't remember. But yeah, so that my first introduction to him was the boys podcast the other day. So I went in blindly, not knowing what kind of music he did, who he was or anything. And I have to say, I was so impressed by the podcast.
Yeah, me too. I was impressed as well.
Yeah, and then so he's had his album come out, which has 12 amazing songs on it. So we all decided to listen to it. And you know, I haven't thrashed an album in a long time because I haven't found an album that I've wanted to thrash. So I'm always trying to look for new music. So this was the best thing for me to thrash this. And
yeah, you have been saying you wanted new music. I have been too.
Yeah. And
I just don't have the time.
I ask everyone and no one ever has anything for me. So this was just the most perfect opportunity to learn about this person, his music.
Yeah.
And the more I read and the more I listened, I was just like this.
The more you can connect to his songs.
Yeah, this person is just like amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his knowledge of music.
Oh, actually really made me jealous.
I know. I was sitting there going, damn it, I'm just a singer. I don't know shit.
Well, I proclaim to know a lot.
I know, but he doesn't just only know, when you listen to the podcast, he just doesn't only know about music stuff, but he knows all the goss about what's happening over in America, all those musicians like Mariah Carey.
Yeah, like the stuff that he said.
Yeah.
It just made sense. I was like, what? Like, there's this one thing he said, and so where I work, we do a lot of air fresheners, and sometimes our clients complain that it's not working anymore, but what it is they get this thing called fragrance fatigue, where they just can't smell the same smell anymore. So we've got to go in and change their fragrance so that it doesn't get boring to them. And he brought up this thing about listening fatigue, how our ears just get sick of listening. Funnily enough, he brought up 660, and lately, and I'm not a hater, it's just that I'm like, look, is 660 the only thing we've got? And he kind of made me feel stink for it. He put such a good spin on it as if to say, it's not that you don't like their music or you're sick of them or whatever. No. You've just heard them too much.
It's kind of like he also mentioned about listening to live music compared to listening to
it's better.
Yeah.
How you listen to it. It's the same thing.
Yeah. And he brought up about how Beyonce, started to do albums that started to save her voice so that, when she'd do them live, she wasn't like getting, out of breath and singing flat and all, like just the things he said. Well, it just made total sense. So I just came away from the podcast. It took me 3 days to listen to it because it was 3 hours.
Yeah.
But it was because I had to keep rewinding because I'd missed something and want to rehear it and stuff. So, yeah. And actually, you made fun of me because I went and followed him on YouTube and then Instagram. And I was just like, I want to know more. And I was just, I wouldn't say I'm like fangirling.
Yeah.
But I just definitely the whole way we said, okay, the boys are interviewing this guy, let's review his album. The whole thing was just such a cool buzz for me.
Yeah. And just how he presents himself, how he talks about music. It's
made it so interesting.
Yeah. And you just wanted to keep, like, it's 3 hours long.
And it wasn't
3 hours.
Yeah, it wasn't only talk about music, it was talk about,
No, they talked about everything.
so many topics.
Yeah, which was good, because then he had good insights of what his opinion on things too. So it was really good. And the boys really, really enjoyed the podcast. And we did too, listening to it.
Listening to it. I just finished it today and was like, oh my God, that was so good.
I know.
Came away with new information.
No, but it's also good to come with like your view on the album without having the other perspective.
Yeah.
So you know him, and then I feel like I've just met him through it. So it was, such a good experience. I feel like I'm over talking the album, but that's because I do want people to go and listen to it.
And what's awesome about this album is that it's self-funded.
Wow.
How do you do that?
How amazing is that? And I'm not surprised with Victor. Like, I am not surprised with, his life is all about music, everything. He lives and breathes music. So I wasn't surprised that he would have self-funded his own album. And what an album.
Yeah, I mean, I don't imagine it was easy for him, but
I don't
he
think
made it seem effortless. Like,
I know.
just went and,
And to have live.
Yeah.
And to have, he had like violins,
Yes,
like, oh my God,
like
the moments you hear them
I
and
know.
you're just like.
So I recognised 2 of his
Backup singers,
because he's that's his crowd. And
See, that's amazing.
just having them made me love the song even more.
Yeah, especially if you know them. And I think because that's what he said in the podcast too, that he would do things with people that he loves, and it was like hanging out with your mates and doing all that kind of stuff. And that's what I mean by he made it look effortless.
I mean, when we used to have jams with him, we'd sing our songs and he'd be like, oh my gosh, you got a beautiful voice, blah, blah, blah. And then when he went on, we went, get the fuck off the stage, you mother. Don't sing around me ever again. That's so rude. But, he's got such a beautiful voice and tone.
It really does.
Yeah. Like, and I almost, every time I always used to hear him sing, I always would love for him to sing Prince songs.
Which is funny.
Because he
could nail
funny
it.
that, yeah.
Yeah, huge influence.
You get that
Massive.
from the album
And you can
too.
hear it too.
Yeah.
The influence that Prince, that he's had from
watched
Prince.
The, on YouTube, there's this thing called Discover Band. Like, if you look up him, there's this thing called Discover Band, and he does some covers with some people or something. And he covers like Prince's Kiss, Michael Jackson's one of his songs, and do you know how hard it is to sing Kiss?
Oh, yeah.
And
And how fast it is and how high it
yeah.
is. We used to try it at karaoke all the time. And
And he nailed it. I didn't watch that.
Yeah.
Or just like he's singing away and his, is it a falsetto or whatever?
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, but then he does this like high shouting, screaming thing. I don't know what you call it. And it's like, holy shit. Like, it's really hard to sing Prince's songs and he's like killing it.
But I guess too, if you've loved Prince all your life and you sing his songs, and I'm not saying it's, and then he's kind of practiced and then he's gifted as well.
Yeah.
It's like...
He's also inspired by Mariah Carey, so she also...
Like everything. He mentioned Billy Ocean.
Yeah.
And it's so
that
funny.
his parents had a tape
Yeah,
or something.
he's really... like, that's what made me think he was younger. Because he's... like, he has a young vibe about him.
Yeah,
but he's also got an old soul, and he would mention... It was funny because he would be like, people might not know Terence Trent D'Arby. And I was like...
What?
Either I'm old or of course we do. So and he would say that a lot, like, I don't know, Billy Ocean, people might not know. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So he said like so many. Kate Bush.
Yeah.
Which was, and I don't know if I know like any of her songs.
Running Over the Hill or something. She has one famous song that I know.
I mean, like, I know her name and I know she's a musician, but I'm like, surely I must know a song. But I can't, one doesn't come to mind. No, there's heaps. Phil Collins, I think he was saying.
Yeah, Phil Collins. I'm just trying to see what song she did.
And you got that from listening to his album too, like, it wasn't like a one genre kind of thing.
Oh,
like, you had like Motown, poppy, R&B, kind of
shit, who was it? Mint Condition. He said he had a Mint Condition inspired kind of song, and I was like, he's like, oh, not many people know. And I was like, I know Mint Condition. Freaking love
we know,
them.
Victor, we know.
Yes, I was like, I don't know who you're friends with, but we all know. Well,
Linda
we know.
wants to be your friend now.
No, I do. just so you can sing to me and tell me stories.
So this is that Kate Bush.
What's it called?
Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering Heights, that's it.
Wow.
Do you know what? I don't hate it.
So
It's trippy, yeah. It's English singer-songwriter. She's like, how old are you, Kate?
She might be dead now.
Well, she's only born in 1958. So she's 62. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So that was her debut single, Wuthering Heights. So, yeah, anyway, he's like hugely, like his first song is a bit of Kate Bush.
Takeaway.
Was it? No. I couldn't take it all. I couldn't tell it all. Yeah. But anyway, should we start?
But yeah. Overall, what did you think?
Of the album.
His album, yeah.
I liked him in New Zealand Idol, and when I saw the podcast and we were going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Following the podcast, I was like, oh, that's so cool. Initially, I was like, happy that he was doing something, you know?
Yeah.
And then at the same time, going to listen to it, I went into it like, oh my God, this is going to suck.
Yeah.
And being the biggest hater ever, I don't know, I'm a dick like that, but I was like, oh man, this is going to be suck. I reckon it's going to be a stink one. And then initially I was listening to it and I was going, oh man, this is not good. That's how I was feeling initially. No, I'm not vibing with anything yet. And then I got further down, and then that's where it started happening for me. I was like, actually, I like this song, and then I couldn't stop playing it. And then I just keep listening over and over again, and then I just really liked other songs, and then overall I was just like, fuck, he's the man.
Yeah, I think I listened to the songs first, then I went through he has this whole creative process.
He does,
yeah. So because
the different art for each song, and then it makes the album cover or something.
So the different art for each song and how him and the artist got I've got goosebumps because I was like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever fucking seen. Where they would talk about, she's like, oh, I feel like this would be good, and then they'd come together and do a piece of art for each song. And then if you on his Instagram, every time a song was released or whatever, he would put up the artwork and then put what that song meant. And I was just so then I would go back and listen to the song and be like, oh my God, it had such a more different meaning to it. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, you found a connection.
I
really do.
Yeah, you do.
Even the video clips that he has on YouTube, and then you open it up and he tells you what the meaning behind the video clip was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because looking at it, you'd be like, oh, that's a bit weird, or, whatever. Yeah. But you're listening to the words, and then when you read what the meaning is, you're like,
makes sense.
Fuck, that's mean. How did he come up with that?
And he did it all, you know? So it was just even better. Has a full-time job and then does this.
Yeah.
I can't even
FYI,
do my full-time job and come here every second week.
No, FYI, he's a music teacher.
I know.
And for him to he's had this. Apparently, he says in the podcast that this has been in the works for ages. So I mean, it's been thought so well.
Yeah.
And it just works for him.
Do you know why
you can see
it works so well? Because he's not trying to be
anyone.
I'm just being me, and this is coming from me,
and this is me, and that's it. And whether you like it or not,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't bother
matter.
me. And he
I've
says
done
it
it
at times, whatever anyone thinks about us isn't our business, kind of thing. And
and you get that from his album, because people release the album that will have a theme or something. But his is it's like he's just written some songs, and he really likes this one. I'm going to throw this one there, and then this one's going to be in there. He's just done what he wanted and just put it on an album. He wasn't worried about
and that's
what he wanted to do.
About, though, how people did fail in the industry because they did what
else.
Industry wanted them to do and all that
what
kind
was
of stuff.
commercial. And
But they didn't own it.
No.
After all is said and done, and then had no money and rah-de-rah.
So he's very clever in how he went about doing his
The whole thing's clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing from the songs to the artwork to him self-funding his own album. Very, very smart. But you know what? I'm so happy for him because after all these years of seeing him singing for live bands and being in bands
like party bands
and stuff. I mean, he finally got his album. Like Victor wouldn't be him if he didn't have an album. Like he just had to.
And it's not one he's just like kind of thrown out. You can tell by listening to it because I don't know all the backstory to the album or anything. I just listened to the album and it doesn't come off like he's just thrown. This is my album. It's like it sounds like it's been in the works or. Like it's intentional.
Yeah, like
that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. Well, he says that he likens every song to a situation or whatever, and it's cool because he asks you, maybe you've had a time like this, and maybe you can find meaning in this kind of thing, and you're like.
Yeah. And you can, like, most of his songs, like, you just get into those feels. It makes you feel some certain way when you get lost in a song.
It's a different emotion in each song.
Yes, in each song,
And even for a sad meaning, he's kind of got an upbeat, tempo to some song.
Kind of.
Yeah, just so it was to read the stories were like, that makes so much sense.
It so does.
Yeah. So. Are we going to tell our top 3 now, or are we going to go through the album and give our little take on each song as we go? What are we going to do? I'm dying to know what you're going to do.
Maybe we should go through the album. Maybe we should go through the album.
So then when we get to ours, do we say, okay, this is one of mine? Or do we?
And by all means, I just want to say we are not professionals, okay?
No.
Just in case people on high
music
think
lovers.
we are music lovers.
And it's our opinion.
Yes. And we appreciate all music. We're just saying.
How will we go through each song without giving stuff away though?
That's what I mean. So when we get to it, shall we just be like,
okay, this is my song. No, it'll be I can't help it.
Like there's one song where I want us to fast forward to like the exact time
that you love
that I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
There's a lot of songs. Some of the songs, I love it how it builds.
Oh my god! I think we might have the same.
And it builds up, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a few songs in the album where like you know how usually you're waiting for the beat to drop or something, and then you don't get that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's intentional, like it's supposed to be that way, I think. But it's interesting that
he's taken that turn on that.
Yeah.
Which is probably what made it even,
Yeah.
Did Cams have his favourite song? Was his Fireflies?
He had 3.
Oh, so you're going to tell us his 3 during this as well?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember, but...
I've got to say, remember I said to you that someone gave me... I guess it's their opinion.
Are you going to say it?
No, it's about overall. It's about overall. And it kind of bugged me because, if you've heard before, I make my team at work. I make them listen to our podcast. I make them listen to my playlist. So yesterday I was saying to them, this is what we're doing. And my boss was like, oh, okay, well, put the album on then and we'll give you ours as well. They didn't because we kept getting interrupted. But anyway, at one point halfway through, someone, and they know who they are, they go, oh, sounds like Sam Smith.
I got that vibe too. I'm not even lying.
But I didn't. I didn't until they said that.
Sam Smith didn't come to my...
Neither. Then after that I was like, I kind of see what you mean, but you kind of killed it for me.
I think it's especially in the lucky ones and maybe the lost ones, like... Not like, oh my god, like Coffee Sam Smith, you just get like Sam Smith vibes in his voice.
Yeah,
because
I suppose.
His voice is so like diverse throughout the whole album. Like it's not one tone.
Every single song.
He's singing different tones or in a different way in all the songs on the album. And some of those songs, I got Sam Smith vibes too.
I didn't because I'm not fanatical about Sam Smith, so
no,
he wasn't at the forefront of my mind until she said it. And then I was like, I get what you mean. But today, listening it without her, and that in my mind I was like, oh no, I don't get that vibe anymore. But I thought that was interesting.
It's
not
interesting point,
saying, you know,
like it's a compliment.
Or I'm not saying, you know, he sounds like him and rah rah rah. I'm just saying that was a point someone made.
Oh,
There'd
that
be
I
like
wasn't happy
sometimes
with.
where he's singing just some notes or something, and I was, oh my god, he sounds. I get Sam Smith vibes from him.
Yeah,
but I also get Maxwell vibes. I also get Prince vibes.
Yeah.
Which I think because he
a bit of D'Angelo, like a little undertone there. It just reminds me.
Even his ad libs, I can hear Mariah.
Yeah,
he
does
lots
of those high ones, eh?
Yeah,
I can't do
it.
But you know what I'm
something
talking
like
about, eh?
that. Something like that, eh, guys?
But he says he wants you
Victor,
to go
she's
away.
looking for a BV. She's always doing solos on our podcast, and no one asked her.
And
I just get Barry White vibes. Okay, I get it.
No one can get that, sis. You got it.
No, but he does say on his album that he wants you to go away thinking, oh, that reminds me of da da da.
And
I
that's
totally
exactly what we
get
do.
that.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
And pretty much most songs he says, I have this inspo or this influence for this song. So
yeah, because there's one song that I definitely got a Prince vibe off. Can't remember which one that one was. I wrote it down.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right.
But bring it up when.
So when our song comes on, we're gonna.
Okay.
And we're not. There's no one winning nothing today. Okay.
No. Okay, guys. I mean, I always win, but not today. We're all winners. Sometimes.
Okay. So will we play a little bit of the song and then?
All right. This one's called "Take Away." Oh, I like how I announced that one.
Take away.
Take away.
Not take away.
Not takeaways.
This song.
Yeah.
Wasn't my.
It wasn't your top three, though.
Wasn't my top three.
But an amazing song.
Yeah.
And meaning. Gosh.
So the whole album was top, but not my top three. But loved.
Ooh, okay. This one is called "I Couldn't Tell It All."
This is a cool jam. This is a cool jam. Jam.
This is the Peter Gabriel, Kate Bush, Phil Collins, inspired one.
Yes, and you can hear it.
This one gives me Marvin.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yes, it does, eh? Now I've got that song on my head.
This is a cool song.
Well, it was like a mid-80s, nod to the sounds of mid-80s.
Oh, yeah, Commodores.
Yeah. Oh, this was written in honor of his great-grandmother, Phyllis Hawkins.
Oh.
I know. So, in the winter of her life, she battled against dementia.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
She couldn't tell it all.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm teary-eyed.
I know. And so this was the first death he'd seen.
Oh.
And he says, I can't, through her love, I can't not forget. It hurts to realize that I'm forgetting little things. As time goes on, memories become false. No matter how I try, I couldn't tell it all.
I'm going to turn that down because I'm going to cry.
I know.
There's a few songs on here that really make you cry, eh?
Yeah, especially when you hear the backstory.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, well, that hits even harder now.
Yeah. Well, Victor, you're an amazing writer, man.
Oh, bro, this is me reading it off his Instagram. Can I just say? No, and that's what I mean. He was like, he spoke so intelligently.
Yeah,
he likes to read. He can write. He can sing. I'm just like, give me a turn.
You can do the singing part.
I'll just do the nothing.
Wow, that was an awesome one.
I like that song.
Yeah, I did like that one.
I did too, but again, not in my
It's so funny you're reading that off Instagram because as much as I was going into this like being a hater and this album's gonna suck and all that, after like listening to it, like I went and followed him on Instagram, subscribed to his YouTube.
I know, after you mocked me, going, oh my God, did you go follow him on Instagram and YouTube? I was like, yeah. Only because I want to, you wanted
to see something else. Well, you wanted to see more stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was so happy to read all of this. I was like, oh my God, I've just landed on a gold mine reading his stuff. Like, who can you say? Oh, maybe I haven't noticed. I'm not saying I've seen every single singer's Instagram or whatever, but I've never read anything like this that gives me a look into his mind.
Yeah.
And I think it's good because you've actually heard him talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you know the meaning of his songs.
And then you listen to the album.
And then you listen to the album and everything kind of connects. And you're just like, oh my gosh. Makes so much sense.
Yeah, and it's different because he's from home.
Yeah.
You can we could review someone else's album or whatever from overseas.
Does he happen to come from West Auckland too, or no?
I don't know. He says in the podcast, he talks about where he's from, but I'm not quite sure. I only know him from here.
Yeah. I so love the little mouldy
in one of his songs.
Song.
Yes.
I love it when people throw in some, culture.
It was like the perfect
And you know me,
ending.
I love my Māori songs. So I actually thought that song was going to go into Māori. He was going to sing in Māori.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. But yeah.
The story behind that one is freaking amazing. Yeah.
All right, let's do. This is one of my ones.
Oh, is it?
Yes. I really, I like how it's poppy and
it's fun. It's light.
Yeah.
I watched the video to this one, and it's just videos of him and his friends and family.
Yeah. Yeah, this is nice.
But the harmonies.
Harmonies.
This kind of makes me think of what are those boys called from Greyland?
I think they were in Greyland. Look like it.
There was a group that came out like I don't know 15, 20 years ago, and there's a group of boys from Greyland.
Poly Boys. Shit. Nisha Mystic.
It was Nisha Mystic. Oh, sorry. Did you take offence to that?
Yeah. He didn't like that.
And I'm not comparing. When I do all this stuff, I'm just saying that's what I think when I think of the beginning of and the harmony and all that. That makes me think of Nisha Mystic. What happened?
Having some technical problems here. Oops.
Yeah, but he talks about he loves the aesthetic of home videos and how it's a treasure.
Very Kiwi.
Yeah. You can't duplicate who we are, man.
Yeah.
You just it's a Kiwi thing.
And I would have done the same. Like just get with your friends and muck around. It's that.
And it was during COVID too, or something.
So he did that first, and then COVID hit. So then he told everyone, his friends overseas and stuff, to do a video.
Zoomy-hooies.
Yeah.
So it's like an unintentional ode to lockdown.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was real cool.
So was this any of you guys? No.
It was a competitor for my third.
Oh, that's funny.
It would have been 3, but I've just changed my mind.
Oh, I think I liked it.
Nice,
I think I liked it until I got down, and then I was like, "Oh, sorry, you're bumped off."
Yeah.
I have to admit that, I changed mine so many times.
Oh, I had one
because
two constants.
Yeah.
And
I was like, I don't know.
Third place was could be anybody's.
Yeah,
I definitely had a first and second.
Yes, same. Yeah. I was like, oh, nah, these are not even coming off the list. They were... because for me...
Well, that was one of mine, Straight Length.
That's nice.
Was that 1, 2 or 3 for you?
Oh, I think that was... where did I put it? I think it was 3. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I hadn't numbered mine.
No, I haven't either.
I probably know what mine are.
But... Okay, our next one is What's Wrong with the World?
Well, this is a sad
My
one.
question. Yeah, what is wrong with this fucking world? But it's a good one.
What's wrong with the world, my love?
Oh,
God, I've got goosebumps.
Yes, he almost sounds like that Māori singer, the young guy.
Teeks.
Yes. That beginning.
Stars from paper card for you. What's wrong?
Oh, all his songs have given me goosebumps.
Shivers.
Yeah, just like.
And then the violins come in.
I just couldn't deal with that in one of the songs. I was like, this is like too much for my heart. Didn't even know I liked that shit.
See, he sounds different in this one too.
Yeah.
From the other ones. Oh,
That's cool.
Before you knew that age could catch up with you.
T, he sounds like T saying,
Yeah.
but you sound better, mate.
Next minute, Teeks is on the next
Teeks is
podcast.
replying.
So obviously about a lost love.
Yeah.
I love a good broken ass, you know,
Oh,
pour your heart
yeah.
out kind
Yeah.
of song.
If I'm in
Yeah.
a kind of way, I want a whole a playlist to listen to and be
Yeah.
and wallow in.
Yeah.
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 My God, this is beautiful when the sun
It's like they went handy and he got scared and pulled back.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If I was to hear this somewhere, I wouldn't even
Think it was him.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't
But I
have
mean, he
known it
sounds
was Hawkins.
different.
Yeah.
In every song.
That's how talented he is,
Yeah.
hey?
This was an open letter to that love, like an apology about going handy, then getting scared and just pulling right back.
Yeah.
But also he said socially it was a tribute to country and folk that his dad's older siblings listened to.
Oh.
Because they talked about country.
Yeah. they
And
did.
how country always tell like a hardcore story. Story about, who did he say? Was it
I remember
Tammy
said-
Wynette? Who sings the Divorce DIVORCE?
Yeah. I think it's Tammy.
So they bring up that song.
And Cam also mentioned Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
She's got some.
Well, that's what they do. They tell the story about, you know, and he's like, that's like
Oh,
this.
like the blues kind of.
Yeah, like they're telling, yeah.
What's
so
Tammy's one? D-I-V.
Yeah, so basically, and I never realised she spelt it out because she was hiding the topic from her younger child. So you know how you spell out words when they're
Yeah.
little and when they can't spell?
Yeah.
That's what she was doing about that.
That's so cool. Didn't know that.
Yeah, so and they talked about this in the podcast, and that's what we were saying about his knowledge.
How he
Yeah.
knows things.
Like we know our little music
Oh,
facts. like
yeah, but
everything
no,
they spoke
he
about,
knew-
he was
he-
like,
he
oh,
knew.
rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
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 Just
Yeah. Yeah, I know that because blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Blah,
and then,
blah, blah.
So the boys would like touch on it and he would go like tell you
500
more than
miles
you
of
even,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like stuff that you just had never heard, didn't know.
so it was
Yeah.
like fascinating.
God,
yeah.
yes.
The boys were fascinated by his music knowledge. I was too, listening, and I was thinking, yeah, I knew you knew stuff, but
Yeah, and I knew I
You
knew
fucking
something,
knew
but
stuff.
you went like extra on that, which
oh my
was
god,
like
he so did.
my jam.
And to be honest, I think he could have kept going.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I like that song. Like I like how it's really made me sook, but it still
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
That is a sick one.
It is, and
Nothing wrong with a good Suki song.
Oh my gosh, yes. I
Yeah.
have a few Suki songs.
yeah, I have heaps.
Yes.
But yeah, like I said, I like to wallow sometimes.
Yeah.
In a real life.
I love
like,
doing
like
it when I'm
broken
driving.
feel something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you have a whole driving especially.
Driving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
my
actually
mind
think I
goes
like
into-
happy hardcore. You know, music.
No,
I like
that's just
my,
showing your age, mate.
Yeah, too tired. It makes me too
Too
tired.
tired.
Nah, I love me some real slow, hard.
That's what I mean. You could probably like with this album. You could probably cry, clean your house, dance. You know,
Yeah.
have a bit of a sexy fun time, and you know all that kind of
It's
stuff.
the 4
all on
seasons
the
in one day.
4 seasons in one
A
day.
day, yeah, you know, equivalent in an
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah,
That was a good one.
yeah.
Right, our next one is Lost Ones.
Oh, we lost one.
Oh,
This is a
yeah.
good one.
Was that anybody's? That was mine.
No,
it was
but-
one of mine.
So at about 14 seconds in, it reminds me of Open Souls, and the boys, I think. Isaiah says, "Oh,
They
this
talk
reminds me,"
about
and I was
it.
like, "Oh my god, me
It
too!"
does,
I
yeah.
had written that in my notes. I was
Yeah.
just like, "This is like." I don't know what song they have a song, and I was like, this reminds me of that.
I didn't even know who Open Souls are.
They did a song for Shortland Street. I think it's called Warm Love. And that's where I first heard them. So when Shortland Street had a break and they were coming back over the summer, they would do like this barbecue. They were all out at
like
the beach.
A trailer, like a...
Yeah, to like get you going for coming up. And this was the song, do you have it? Warm Love? I think it's Walk Away.
Oh, Walk Away.
Yeah. Like if you hear the beginning. Yeah, but this isn't the song that reminds me of this song, but I heard this on Shortland Street, probably Shazammed it, and then this whole album is so good. I think she's Samoan, the main singer from here, and she's like Scribe's cousin or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she dresses up like she's in the 70s or something.
I don't know if I've seen their clip, but Kiwis as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
so
is cool.
Good. This is so good. I don't know if it was this song, but there was a song they did. Yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, listen to this. This is a good album.
So with Lost Ones, I'm not going to play the album version.
This is Motowny.
I'm going to play the live because I like the live. And I love their little video clip.
Yeah, they do lots of live.
I mean, that's in the studio. So, yeah. See how different listen to that and then listen to the
album version.
The album.
Yeah.
Different name.
It's like a crisp, they clean it up.
Yeah.
Whereas
so let's go back to live.
At live it's like
but raw.
It's raw. It's everything. Yeah.
Sounds more authentic then.
I think this was his industry bitch about the industry one.
I love how it comes in like that.
There's a song Open Souls do that's quite like that too.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very Motowny.
So one of the backup singer girls is called her name's La Coco.
Oh yes, I saw.
She's an artist too.
Yeah, I saw
and then
her.
His other mate Mons, I remember her through Mooks and them.
Is she like the one the main backup?
Yeah. The one on the right.
I was watching the live video for what is it? All I Know or something, the R&B song on here, and she's singing like some of all this time, and she's singing some of those ad-libs like the real hardcore ones. I'm like watching it and you're like, damn.
This one was good, and he talked about this one. This one was like how when he was in the industry and how like terrifying it can be, and how he like watched artists like compromise the way they looked, and like he even mentions it in the podcast where he says something like, there's situations where someone said to the artist, oh, your partner's not that good looking, so we're going to make out that you're single.
Oh wow.
And they were like, okay, because because it's like I've got to do what I got to do. Like, really, do you? Like, who's strong enough to?
And then they compared it to like what's his name, the comedian?
Oh, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
And how
he
was
turned
like,
down 50 mil.
I'm not doing what I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Did he ever talk about like sacrifices that he was asked to make?
Well, to be honest, I think he didn't have to. That's why he did his own album, so that
because he was self-funded, so he didn't have to go. Yeah.
Yeah, and like he'd hear non-musical executives call artists like ideas dumb, and he was just like, I don't want that. Apparently that's what this is about.
I love this, but it sounds like Motown.
Yeah. The song cover for this is so good. It's like a lady from old school, maybe 20s or something, sitting in front of a mirror with the lights, and there's all these different masks there, and her face in the mirror is blank. Yeah. Probably just like, here. So in the golden era of Hollywood, stars would often be made to change or hide their names, backstory, physical looks, and they talked about Richie Valens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Changing his name.
Changing his name.
Yeah, exactly. They talked about that as well. And he thought it was the perfect setting
And I think
to
a lot of
represent
women
it.
too, like
Yeah.
their hair, you know, not curly, not bush, like they had to straighten it or
I know.
yeah,
Which
yeah.
is, I know. I know. Yeah.
So that was a good one. That was one of my ones.
Oh, was that your first, second?
This was my first.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
This was a fight for 3.
I loved it because I think it was live,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
and for that reason, and I just loved the vibe to it.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was a good one. All right. Oh, this was another one I was. It's called Rumors.
This is my
I
one.
love this.
This is my number
Yeah.
one. I loved this.
This is the. I was like, oh, I heard so much about the other ones, but when I heard Rumors, I thought, wow. This
It
one's-
started slow, but it got into it for me, and this was my number one.
This is your number 1.
Yeah, I love it.
This is my second one.
I think of you while lying in
See, he sounds different here too. Like,
Very
This is
versatile.
Yeah.
made it possible to love you.
This is his nod to Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, etc. I wouldn't have picked that.
The night you say come over, and I think I might. I just wanna be where you are.
Yeah, that's familiar.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So come on,
Oh, I love this bit.
let me love you.
love the guitar.
Oh, now I get the Marvin Gaye vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. There's a bit where it changes for me, and I'm like, makes
What,
me
the
think
bridge?
90s. Yeah, I don't know. Makes me think Eric Benet-ish. I don't know.
Eric Benet.
Kind of. That's what makes me think.
Like just little
He
hints
does a
and
lot of
notes,
this, yeah.
Oh,
eh?
yeah, different.
Yeah.
Like so much in it. Yes, definitely Eric Benet.
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
Brian McKnight-ish, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
This was one of the first songs we started working on, but was ultimately the last to be finished. Arranging and finding the right sound proved difficult because he goes in and out of all these different like things.
I know. It's
Yeah.
like he knows so much
That he's trying to put
it's
it into
too
one
much
song.
for him to just focus on one thing. Yeah.
God, he just
He
gave
just
me
he's
like
trying to make it
goosebumps.
sound the way he feels.
Yeah. And it
of
must
course,
be
the
really
feelings are
hard.
going up and down
Yeah,
and up
yeah.
and down.
Because with Victor, when he sings a song, he'll take it somewhere else. Like you'll
That
be
you
like,
never knew it
you
could
don't
go.
even know. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
That
don't
it could-
even know that was the song. By the end of it, he's made it his own.
Yeah.
So it's like I can do the same.
I can't. I sing it how the singer sung it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
there's no
sometimes-
imagination.
Sometimes you know, as singers, you do that. You go exactly by how they do it, but. Nah, so he's always lost in the music. Every single song he does, and no matter how many times he does it, every single weekend. And to tell you the truth, if I was a singer, I could probably only last a month, and I'm sick,
Done.
tired of it. Not this guy. He like keeps going, and he still sounds the same, but better each time.
I love it when he sings in this falsetto.
Yes,
that
I know.
love that. Like I love it so much. That's why I love the song that I love, because I just love his voice
Who's that guy?
and that key. It's so like soothing,
Yeah.
and like sexy.
Well, that was. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
And
that's what it is.
Yeah,
No, you're
no,
right.
it
You're
is.
right.
Like
You were right.
his
Yeah.
voice changes in each of his songs. Like, oh,
But when he sings like that, Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
was
all I can say.
that was my number one. That sexy song was my number one.
Well, that was my number 2.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But Lost Ones.
I'm
was my
surprised
number
we
1.
haven't had, the same songs, but it's
I will
good.
change
We're
it.
changing.
Yeah, like
We
you
always
guys
do the
always
same
like
We always
song.
get the same, but yeah, must be. That's what I mean. I think with the feels of the
Yeah.
these songs,
And what it
Yeah.
makes
we have a
you
different connection to
because
the
it
song
reminded
itself.
me of something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh.
like it.
Okay, the next one's called "Can't Leave It Alone."
Oh, this is the Prince one. This is the
Yes,
well, I was
tribute to
like,
Prince.
Prince all over this.
Yeah,
Yeah. Not
got
this,
that kinda
not this part.
early 90 beat,
Yeah,
eh?
not this part.
beat.
This part, the funky, the guitar.
Yeah.
You may believe it. This won't be tonight.
What is this? Is this the one where there's like 7?
Just wanna give it to you. Just wanna give it to you.
But then a little bit of D'Angelo, like just a tiny bit.
I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the video clip where there's like 7 different versions of him. Have you seen that video clip?
Oh, with the different clothes.
Oh, the
Like
different
White
clothes.
background?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
And it's about accepting all parts of you. We play different roles and wear many hats. We're multifaceted beings.
Funny that because he talks about different hats in the podcast. Like that's when you wear your blah 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 hat, and when
Yeah.
when you're doing something different.
Yes, he did too. But this one was about bullying.
Yes, he talks about what is it? Social media.
Oh God, yeah. It's
So when
worse
he
for
did
it.
Idol,
yeah.
he was getting bullied. It was
Why?
I don't know, I can't remember, but it's to do with all that the bullying and stuff. But he's at the point in his
Where
life right now
he's like,
where he's
whatever.
like, "Bleh."
I got
Whatever.
an album, you don't.
Yeah, and it's a fun dad.
He said something so funny. Who was it? It must have been Cam's who said something about, it used to be like everyone used to want to get CDs. And he's like, I want to make a CD. And it never occurred to me he didn't have a CD because he went straight on to Spotify.
That's right.
Like it
yeah.
never occurred to me. Oh,
Yeah.
bro, you don't have a CD?
Yeah.
Yeah, because who's buying? I don't own CDs
I haven't
anymore.
Yeah,
bought a
because in
CD
in order
ages.
for him to make CDs,
It costs too much. He
it
said.
costs too much, and then you have to try and get that money back by selling it and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
When why would we buy it? When
So
we
why
could
would you?
listen
Yeah.
to it
Don't
on
you just
Spotify?
like make one so you can have one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
They probably,
I guess.
they probably have to do like
I guess.
100 at the least or
Oh,
something,
true.
maybe.
Yeah,
But yeah, I liked this. That
Yeah.
wasn't my. I'm like,
You
where
can
are my
definitely
next ones?
hear his influences on the songs.
Oh,
Yeah.
by far. And I mean, the people who's influenced by, holy moly.
That's our shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Which again,
we
makes it
know,
even-
when you said that people might not know,
we know.
We
Yeah.
know, but,
Oh, this is my number 2.
oh, is this
This is
yours?
my
She's
number
looking
two.
at
Yay!
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Not as a competition or
excited.
anything. Yeah, I just saw. I've highlighted.
So
it in
R&B,
pink.
It's so R&B.
I said very mint condition-ish for me.
All right, this is called All This Time. This is number 8 on his album.
Oh, we're nearly finished.
It is
Oh my
trumpets.
God, that's yeah. Oh,
And his backup in the live video, his backup singer, the main ones, I was like, fuck, damn.
Couldn't live without you. Couldn't be without you. Couldn't breathe without you all this time. I stood and waited.
He does say it's my most 90s R&B song.
Yeah, you get that vibe.
Yeah.
I like that.
He says 90s R&B is no joke.
It's no fucking
Oh,
joke.
hell no.
Right. So he grew up loving Mint Condition, Boyz II Men, Drew Hill, Silk, Tony, and 112.
Yo.
Yeah.
That's like all
and
the
As
90s
Yet.
males.
As
Yeah.
Yet. Sorry, I didn't scroll down. And As Yet.
Oh my gosh, as yet.
Yeah.
And when you did your thing, you left this alone.
I like this part, wait. That's so cool.
Think about it when all I think about the thought of kissing you. No, no,
I don't know why, but I kind of got Chong Ni vibes from the song too.
Oh, yeah.
You know his song,
I don't know any of his songs.
What? Yes, you do.
Nah.
Yes, you
what's
do.
his slow song?
You just made me think of something that Beside You song.
Is it?
No,
The
that's...
one that's got trumpets in it too.
Oh, I don't know.
Wait, I'm just looking at it.
Oh my god. He says, this sounds like a love song. Oh, that's nice when it slows down.
Scenarios?
No, it's a slow one. All My Heart.
Walk my... Oh, You Got My Heart.
You Got My Heart.
Yeah.
See, I don't know any of his songs.
I think you will when you
Because
hear
it's
it.
got trumpets in it too. This one. That's a real pouring your heart out, eh?
Oh my god, yeah.
He said it's like, what does he say? For me, it's about being able to finally step outside of myself and realize that there are people who loved me without any great effort on my behalf.
Of course.
The album cover is, the song cover is trippy. It's like, have you seen Interview with the Vampire?
Sorry, I just want to clap for that
Yeah.
song.
Yes,
Was
that
it
was
your-
a great one.
That was
That's
my
my number 2.
Yeah. Then what's my number 3? Oh, I see. I know.
Oh,
I just saw it.
I think I know what you guys' number 3 is. I think I was wrong in the whole time with these.
Yeah, I thought you and I would be on par.
I like
Well, we've
like
got
more
one
than
song.
3.
Close number 1 though, like
Oh, Rumors
Was
is
that-
definitely number 1 for me.
Yeah, mine was Lost Ones, number 1.
Yeah.
Right.
oh, this is my number 1.
This one.
Oh! Yeah.
Interesting.
I like this one too.
I like it.
But it wasn't my
phone
number
like-
that does that.
I don't know what that is.
I think every time you move it, it is, eh?
Yeah,
getting
it's
excited.
the headphone.
No.
It's like,
It's just
get
my
off your phone.
excitement radiating. It's giving us technical difficulties.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember what the password was, Lindy?
Oh, for your Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
No. Oh, no. Has it gone off?
No, I was going to change.
What?
To the
Just in
closet.
time for my number 1 song.
Yeah, it's
And
telling me
that's
something.
all we have for-
Yeah, and we're going to gut it off
The
at
only
the
time we
Firefly. Firefly.
So like as soon as he starts singing, I was just like, whoa! Like in this range that he's singing, his voice in this one is like it's so sexy. Sorry.
There's a theme here.
And what he's like, you picture it, you're like somewhere with someone, and
Yeah.
I just love the way he sings in this.
I love how the piano comes in.
Yeah.
Ding, ding. Oh, not yet. It's come in. Ding.
This was when I was texting you last night. I really like a song and I don't want to.
I
it's so
know.
unexpected.
I was laughing when I saw you say that.
I don't
I
like
thought, is this
it, but I
bitch
love
lying?
it.
She just saying that.
This
But
one
do you
got a
know
lot
what?
of
It's really hard for me to actually like majority of the songs in an album,
Yeah.
especially a New Zealand one. Sorry, I have to say.
Yeah, I think
But this
Wait,
was-
it's my favorite part.
Oh, sorry.
She said nobody's supposed to love me. No, that's the wrong words. Nobody's ever loved me.
I think she's definitely a BV right there. She knows the words.
just stop her favorite part when it came on. Oh,
Haters.
The
You
music
guys are
didn't like it.
haters.
The music didn't
I
like
think
it.
the podcast like cut that part out. Oh, we have to rewind it and play it again so I can
And
hear
then,
it.
son, where's the part I was singing? You cut it out.
Son, where's all my parts?
That's why I was trying to change it to the adapter over here.
That's not fair.
Oh, I like his explanation for this song.
Yeah.
This is his layering song based on Prince and Mariah Carey.
Yes.
I get that. Yeah.
I can hear that.
6 years.
Yes.
He wanted it to sound like a seduction, but
I totally get
also
that.
feel a little forbidden.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get it?
It's a heaps of fireflies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That totally... Oh, you didn't even have to say it. It was already forbidden, mate.
He says, have you ever thought about the possibilities of a rewrite? Would you do it?
A rewrite. Oh, right.
For like a situation, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
Why are we not
Yeah.
playing the song, though? Like, what's happening?
I'm trying to let it load, mate. It's a shame. It's just your song.
It's too sexy. It won't play.
It's a forbidden song.
It's just a family show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You can hear the Princey.
The
in
Prince layers, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His voice is so good in this.
Yeah. And car too in the background.
And he just symbolizes fireflies in this, literally symbolizes fireflies. He says they light for two main reasons: to warn predators of their toxicity and to find a mate. So there's the seduction and then the forbidden, I suppose.
And that's why it's called fireflies.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do.
He
Number
says,
one, mate.
yeah.
Number one.
He says a larger species. My life. Oh, is this your number one? This
That's
is your
my number one.
Did you not hear us say it for the last 10 times? So, Firefly number one.
Did you not hear my solo? You didn't hear my solo.
You know when when a trauma happens?
Yeah, we didn't.
Your
Oh,
brain
solo.
forgets it.
It's so funny hearing the meaning, and it's like exactly what I got from
Yeah.
the song.
Yeah. You saying it was everything we were thinking. I mean, Sexy didn't give it away.
Yeah, sexy wasn't enough
No,
for
it
it.
was
the
not.
seduction.
Yeah, and his voice is seductive. Like, and when he's singing in this range, it's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh my God,
'Cause
yeah.
he
The
sings
falsetto,
like this
his
in Rumours
falsetto
too.
is so
Yeah.
sexy. Like
And he
Punny
also
says.
talks about the addiction of things. Punny, do you think that
I'm cool with that.
falling helplessly in love, it can be
Absolutely.
beautiful and dangerous?
Yes.
That's why it's so amazing. The song.
Oh, sure. Okay, so I was like,
You know
Wow.
what I feel
listen
like?
to this.
That was Fireflies,
He goes,
everyone.
like fireflies, they can seem beautiful and romantic, but at best it's still a beetle.
It's like, you know, going out, you're drunk, and then you wake up in the morning. Oh, what the fuck's that? You
Oh,
know?
wait, what the fuck's that next to me?
You were a firefly
It's a
last
beetle.
night.
Tonight,
Well, I wake up today, you're a fucking beetle.
You're a butterfly. Then you became a firefly.
So this is where you want to rewrite, eh? I want to rewrite.
I'm never the beetle, okay? Never the beetle.
Oh my God.
I feel like if that had like a club remix or something like a remix,
Well, he does say he
that
wants
would
to
go off,
yeah.
man. That would so go
definitely. He says he wants to give like it out to DJs for them to do remixes and
off.
stuff.
That would be
Oh,
a,
that'd be
that would
awesome.
be a cool
Yeah.
one.
Any
to remix.
DJs out there? Oh, you know a couple
we-
of DJs.
We did our own. We'll just
Um,
we'll do it.
Yeah,
Don't listen to it.
Don't listen to Punny's DJ.
Yeah, I can do a solo
Remix.
if you.
She's a butter beetle.
Hey man, it could be worse. It could be worse.
It could be.
Could be worse.
Could be.
There are cockroaches out there.
It could be like a dung beetle away.
A stink beetle. A stink bug.
Stink bug.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, any DJs out there who's listening, if you want to do a remix, please do.
Please
But
do.
make sure you
Yeah.
tag us.
And then do rumors.
Remix
And
it.
do
Yeah.
lost
Yeah.
ones, please.
Oh,
no.
oh, I've still got some more songs coming.
No,
I think
no.
I've got one more.
Just fireflies. These guys are blue. Sorry. Too much excitement over here. See what happens with that
I was
song?
lifting the
All
table.
the seduction and addiction. We're bloody flipping tables over here.
Oh, that was a good one. All right,
Such a good
next
song.
one.
Oh wait, I got to clap for that one.
Bucky Bucky. Right,
What's
next one.
clap in Samoan?
Bati Bati.
Oh, because you know Samoan
Yeah.
language.
Oh, sorry, Samoan language.
Yeah,
Bati
alright.
Bati.
Oh yeah, I like this song. This wasn't mine, but I like this song.
What have you done?
Yeah, this is so cool. This is another encounter.
Yes,
another ex.
the builder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like this.
That beginning
makes
reminds
me
me of 660.
Don't say it.
Hey.
It's because you have ear fatigue.
Yeah, I got a fatigue ears. Oh, I love when he does that.
Wait till I tell you the meaning. This is not.
Look at that, eh?
This is not a love story.
No. What have you
get
done,
love stories
motherfucker?
from it, yeah.
Who hurt you?
Yeah, so he says, I met someone who I was enamored with, and for that time it was beautiful. I don't know how it came to be that the person grew to hate me.
Oh.
And I was like,
Oh, it happens.
he says,
Yes.
he sees them a couple of years later, like at the supermarket, and he's like happy. But then he kind of is like, why? He's like, why are you happy? There was nothing happy about this.
Yeah.
Like I can't even go and say hi because it's not anything for us.
Like friends are not friends anymore.
Not even that.
Can't
Nah.
even.
Yeah.
God, that killed the seductions.
That's good. We needed to bring it right down.
Right down.
Yeah. Cock block.
Yeah.
We are
yeah.
dry over here, mate.
That.
No, so but
From wet panties to wet hanky. Oh my gosh. What's happening here? What have you done?
he's taking us on a roller coaster
He
of emotion,
is.
man.
And yeah.
The picture on this one is this lady, right? She's been held by like a figure, and it's like they're saving her from the water, from falling in. No, but then little Kinchi says that they've wrapped a rope around her that's attached to a stone. So although they're saving her if they let her go,
Like backstabbers.
yeah, it's like he says if he lets her go, she wouldn't recover. So it's safety and danger all in one. Like that's
So deep.
I can write like that.
Yeah, me too. ABC.
It'll be mine will be more hip hop. Fuck you, than a motherfucker. Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
yeah.
That's
So
deep.
when you
that's
hear it all,
really,
you're just like,
Pull strings, doesn't it?
yeah.
Shit. This whole album does.
And we've all, well, maybe not
Had
all.
those friends
We've
or
had
had
those
people like that.
relationships
Oh,
where
absolutely. Yeah.
you were once
Yeah.
everything to each other. Now you're strangers.
Yeah.
And I would.
That
We don't even talk, and we
Yeah.
would never say hi.
Yeah.
This is so relevant right now.
So true.
That could be like your sister, a
Yeah.
friend. That could be
Yeah,
anybody.
actually, could be
Anybody.
anybody.
Yeah, a relationship with somebody who you loved. Anybody.
Exactly, and that's why he's
And you're like
like.
still sad about it, but like it's
But there's nothing you can do. It
Yeah.
is let it go. He mourned it a little, and he thought he was over it, and that's why he's like, "What have you done? What have you done?"
He should have wrote motherfucker at the end of it.
It's still So he was amazed by how deep an impact we still have on each other.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you ever felt this way, this is it.
But it's true. Like you've been with someone for so long, you know everything about them, and then you end up resenting each other.
Or then you're strangers.
then you're strangers, and you're kind of like, oh my god,
How was I with you? And
How was I with you? And now everything's blank.
And you look different to me.
Yeah.
Like you don't look like the person that I was with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Issues.
We're just going to church.
Scratch it. Well, this is what this song
This
does.
wasn't mine, but I definitely love it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
This is one you can
I think this was probably.
touch base with the strings.
Well, it's not till we're talking, and I'm like, oh my god.
And then you
Get
want to
it.
cry, and then he's
Yeah.
like crying in the background on the song, like shit.
Yeah. And then you see the cover art, and you're like, oh my god.
So creative, like
Yeah, that's what I
How
mean.
do
The
you
whole
even think
creative
like that?
process is.
Gosh,
like
Victor.
think about all these things.
Do you mind?
Like he's basically putting his heart. He's writing what's in here. I can't
Oh
even.
my God.
I can't even put
Describe
that into
it.
words.
No,
Yeah.
and he has.
He's put it into words. He's put it into picture. He's put it into song, and it's just
Yeah.
like whatever.
A whole experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
My gosh.
You didn't get Sam Smithy vibes from that one?
Only when that bitch, bloody bitch, said it. I was like, oh, ads.
I was going to say that. Was it ads?
Yeah. Yeah. So I struggled between choosing this and the second then high list for mine, but this was my last one. Yeah.
The Lucky Ones?
Yeah.
Oh.
This one gives me Sam Smithy vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, right there.
Yeah, now that she said it, eh?
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Yeah. So when you go to listen to it for a little while, but there's at the 2-minute 34-second mark, holy fuck.
Well, we're on 15 seconds.
Just fast
Okay, we'll
forward.
go to 2 minute and...
Go to 2-minute 30 and then tell us when we're at, we'll know when we're at our part. Oh, my part.
Wait.
Go from 2 minutes.
To give
So
us
this is the
build
build up.
Yeah. That was great.
Oh, here you can hear it.
Oh, this was sad. Let's listen and then I'll tell you.
Another pour your heart out.
Oh,
About the
God,
shit
he's
that's
so good at
relevant.
this shit, eh?
When we... Oh my God, a cat's coming. Oh my God,
Linda's gonna cry.
I'm not, but
She already is.
so...
It's okay.
Let it out, let it
Oh my
out.
God, it was just so nice. Listen to it. So this is where he's like, he wrote this at a stage in his life where everyone's like getting married, having kids, and they're like, are you gonna have kids? You know, have you got anyone nice? And he was like, I'm not the lucky one. You know, that hasn't happened for me yet. And it's like, it's pressure. It's so much pressure.
So much pressure, but your time
And
will
that was
come.
that build up.
Yeah, letting that out. To
Yeah.
feel as though you'd somehow not met expectations.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here. I felt like I'd made some huge sacrifice to be successful in my work and missed out on my opportunity. My exes, who I'm mostly amicable with, have moved on to meeting someone. I thought something was wrong with me.
Oh,
On the floor with
Not
the guitar,
even.
I wrote this song.
Wow.
we forgot to bring tissues to this podcast.
Oh, I didn't.
It's just that roller coaster we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I know. Oh,
Yeah, I loved this. Yeah, got to.
bravo, bravo. That was a good one.
Then there's a picture of him like floating away, like he says it's being left behind in the rapture and watching all I love just float away as the world came apart.
Wow.
Motherfucker. Make me cry. Oh my life.
Making me cry.
He says he dreams to one day sing his songs with an orchestra. I felt like that was
an orchestra.
Yeah.
So imagine a fucking orchestra if that was that.
Oh my. A live one too.
Exactly.
Doing it
We
live.
are going.
Yes.
I saw that he
We
performed
need to
at
go.
Lula Inn on his Instagram. I'm like, we need to
We need to
fucking
go to
there.
Lula
Yeah,
Inn.
we
Yeah.
need to.
When he's
They do.
next doing
Apparently, they do bottomless
dumplings
food, but
and
they
shit.
do bottomless drinks too.
Drinks.
So
Okay, wow.
yeah, and also the strings and the violin and that was like, fuck. I didn't know I liked that shit.
No. Yeah, but no, we knew you did because you
Remember
were
you were
doing it
skating
in
at
the
your
wedding. Your wedding songs were all based around that stuff.
What was my song?
How many episodes
remember.
has skating on ice been mentioned because of her wedding?
I think every episode we've mentioned her songs once.
So I don't think maybe I didn't realize that was what I liked about the songs then.
Yeah. Like I said, shows your age. It's coming. No, I'm kidding. I love it too.
I think it's it's the words too, because it's the meaning, you know.
I mean, because
Like
you and
you
I, we don't look at
Listen to-
lyrics.
Yeah,
But you
listen to
we don't
obviously-
listen to
I
it.
think you unintentionally do because
Yeah.
We
you
hear
wouldn't
them.
feel it
Nah,
otherwise.
yeah.
Yes.
But now we do.
and his story. Yeah, we're learning to
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
the words.
yeah.
We're learning to hear the words.
We are. And we're big sookies now. We skims to it.
I had got dust. Like just when the build up came, I was like, oh, my hay fever. It's my allergy.
Yeah.
He had allergies too, so he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and you're gutting onions
So
too.
he wrote that song about you.
Yeah,
I mean, okay.
okay.
Yeah, sure. But this one I love, just the backstory of Hylas, and obviously the Māori in the beginning.
I love the
meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell is Hylas? And then I read it and I was like, oh, I just thought into anything.
No, he's so creative.
What am I going to make for breakfast tomorrow?
Yeah. I don't know.
You know what I mean? Can't even answer that. And meanwhile, this guy's, pondering some real, some deep things.
Some real shit.
Some deep thoughts. I mean, he had to channel right within himself to get all this out and put it into a song.
And that's what we say about you.
Have you lost somebody this way?
Well, he said, who is your Hylas? For me, there are many. I mourn them still. I love them still. Best friends for life. That's what you said.
Oh.
But it could be symbolic to any type of loss as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was such a good way to end it.
Like with a message.
Oh my gosh.
Every one of his frickin' songs had a bloody message, but
I know.
Yeah, he's in the video. There's this lady who's got a veil, and others are dancing around him. But it all has meaning, and she's holding this taonga or something, and he talks about how she represents the universal sorrow that's left behind when people leave the earth that way.
Oh.
What the hell, man?
I know,
Yeah.
Even the dance, their dance represents the transition from life to death and the sorrow that consumes us. What the hell?
What the actual...
I know.
So the cover is, it's like a person sits slumped on a chair over water watching the moon. And it's just the loneliness, I guess.
Yeah.
The distance.
He says in the video meaning, it's important to remember that you mean something to someone, that you are loved, and when you leave here you will be loved still. Don't go near the water.
Oh.
Fuck you, man.
It's cringy in my soul.
Yeah, I'm going to be listening to this album still for a while.
He's been through a lot to be able to write about.
Oh, yeah.
And write at that depth,
Yeah. The mood shifts
all the time.
Constantly throughout the tracks. And it's just oh my gosh, I don't know what to feel because I'm all over the show.
But isn't that the best kind of...
musical experience?
Yes. Yeah.
And
sorry, go.
No. I was going to say, and the sound quality to this album is top shit. It's
not what you'd expect
sounds
for a
budget
self-funded.
or anything.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's so professionally done.
Yeah. Imagine what he could have done with money.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I don't feel like it needs anything.
I don't think it needs anything else.
Yeah,
I mean it'll be
just
cool
the
to have remixes
on Fireflies
and
the Beatles
and orchestra
and the orchestra.
And we get to. But I think we just should go down to Lula and watch.
Next time he's there.
We are massive fans. We have
to keep an eye on Insta.
We have to go.
You'll have to tell him to let us know the next time he gigs there.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, these psychos.
So then,
that
the horny one, the crying one, the fucking
the sippy.
One of those. These three girls are singing the whole album. Yeah. But
why did she come dressed like a beetle?
Oh my god.
That must be punny.
It's definitely punny. We heard her on the podcast.
You were saying, you don't like there's rare albums where you like all the songs, and I can't think that I can only think of two albums. One is Tony Braxton.
Yeah.
One is Babyface.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by
it's
not
rare.
New Zealand album.
Not New Zealand.
Not New Zealand.
Not New Zealand.
But America, we can.
I think that's kind of why I had that
really odd that we do.
Going into this because I'm not a big fan of New Zealand. I like it if it's good.
Yeah, me
but
too.
I don't know, maybe I'm part of that tall poppy syndrome population,
Okay.
maybe? I don't know.
The
but
boys talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
And define it in dummy terms for me. Is it we can't let anyone get too famous before we got to start
you got to
dragging
bring them
on
down, yeah.
Do we have that?
I don't know. Maybe I have that vibe for New Zealand music because I'm never
neither.
into like, you know how you go and listen to shit. You never really think to look for New Zealand stuff. Does that make sense?
The tall poppy syndrome is the cultural phenomenon of jealous people holding back or directly
Oh my
attacking
god,
those.
I'm a jealous person. And a beetle. Fuck.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Commonly in Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's described to those who think too highly of themselves and is seen by some as self-deprecating and by others as promoting modesty.
I don't know. I think I just have a stink attitude about New Zealand music, maybe.
I feel like my
I'm
attitude...
not too hyped. I don't know what the fuck it is. I just got a problem.
I don't think it's just you. I think it's
it's common.
across,
It's common in New Zealand. Like they even say it. It's
but
like,
if it's like,
I think
if
it's a
good,
culture.
like
I think it's what we do.
it was because it says that we expect people to be humble, which isn't a bad thing either.
Whereas Americans are not
just
humble
like
people.
Extra.
They're cocky as fuck. So
I didn't
get it.
feel like I know I've heard the boys talk about it a lot. I've never given it much thought for myself. But I feel like it's not, I wouldn't call it tall poppy. I just don't find any New Zealand music. God,
like
I'm
you
gonna
don't go
shoot
out there
myself in
looking for it.
Yeah,
No.
it's not my go-to. Like, if
But I
on
want it to
Spotify.
be. I
Yeah.
want it to be. I just
Yeah.
don't know. Like, I'm going to have to, like, go through so many songs before I find one that I'm like, oh my God, I love this.
Yeah.
Like, there are a couple of New Zealand songs that I don't even know who the people are.
Yeah,
And I like them.
yeah.
But it's
I do think
hard
we
to
have
find.
good music. I just feel like you have an expectation, maybe. And sometimes you don't know if some people are going to do that for you.
Well, I just feel like the type of music I like, we don't cater to.
No.
This catered to it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even know. And I wouldn't have known about it if the boys didn't podcast it. You didn't suggest, let's do this. So is it because I just don't know or...
Yeah, I think.
But I wouldn't say it's tall poppy.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's tall poppy because
Nah.
I do like New Zealand artists and I do like New Zealand music. I think I just have a stink at. Maybe I just have an expectation for, and I don't know.
No, I think it's something that we've all just grown up with.
Well, we've never grown up with New Zealand music.
No.
We've grown up with the crowded houses and
and
True,
the
Margaret Ehrlich
Cats Away
and all of
whatever.
that. And I love that music.
Yeah, me too.
But I think for our age and our music likes, the music today doesn't cater to what I like, which is primarily 80s and 90s.
Like 660, I wouldn't go to their concert.
You know me, I don't like
Because
reggae.
It's like,
and I think of them as reggae.
I don't think
But
it's
I do
got
like
anything to
them,
do
yeah.
with reggae, them being reggae. I just
Like I love Aradna. Like I love her.
Yeah.
because
her
she
music.
does like a whole like the stuff I like, and she even did a whole freaking Motown album.
Oh, I
tribute
love that album.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the shit we like.
yeah.
So, but I couldn't. I don't know. Maybe we need to do more of this stuff.
Yeah.
To find ourselves some more
I actually
New
had
Zealand
fun
music.
reviewing.
I was so excited.
I didn't think we would have
Yeah, we were
fun
kind of like we haven't
reviewing
given
it.
ourselves much time.
But
I
yeah,
think-
this
yeah.
thing
But
But
this
what
is
was there
last
to
minute,
do?
yeah.
What was there to do but listen to the album?
Which was good, yeah. We blasted it all the way to dropping my kids to school, all the way, and they're just like, who's this?
Well, now you're gonna know.
Now you know.
Now you're gonna know, and maybe that's what we're needing to do.
Yeah.
Maybe go
like, I mean, do you remember growing up, your parents playing New Zealand music?
Yeah, Herbs.
Oh, yeah,
Nah,
Herbs, yeah.
we weren't her people. We were.
Yeah.
Annie Crummer.
Yeah, it came.
Like, we
Margaret
don't
Ehrlich.
play New Zealand music in our cars. Like,
Dave
we hear it
Dobbin.
often now.
I probably only play. What song does Margaret Escape? Eh?
Escape.
Yeah, I like Escape. Margaret Ehrlich. Oh,
I
no.
mean,
yeah.
What's that song? Watching You.
Adija.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But
Yeah,
I don't.
but do you know what I mean?
Shouldn't you
Like-
all to be in love?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Dave Dobbin,
yes.
of course. But
Ba-da-da-bum-bum-ba.
yeah, that's not an annoying song. And that's from Foot Trot Flat.
Yeah.
Foot Trot Flats, yeah. I guess New Zealand music has evolved, and had we done our New Zealand Music Month last month,
Well, this is it. We're
we
finishing
might
with the
have-
bang.
We are finishing with a bang. We might have.
This is a banger.
I guess that's it. It's all changed. The music that we grew up with was so little that maybe we knew all the songs.
Yeah.
All the songs New Zealand produced.
Yeah.
And
But
now
now-
it's exploding. There's too much for us to listen
There's
to.
so much
So
now.
much.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe we should do something on another podcast where we all bring 3 New Zealand songs each, or something that we don't,
No.
that we're bringing to the table.
Yeah.
Maybe or something. I don't know.
I mean, because this was awesome.
This was amazing. I'm so proud.
Yeah.
As well, like just to be like he's local in the sense that he's from Auckland.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like, and just I can't believe he's done this. It just
Yeah.
makes you.
You made Linda cry.
I didn't actually quite. They didn't fall. The tears didn't fall
Yeah.
out.
Mine just, I was teary eyed. That was it. But didn't fall down.
No, but it was it's the emotion. That
But
part.
honey,
She cried from
she
somewhere
just,
else.
her voice was crying.
And your ears were bleeding. You're welcome.
Oh God.
No, this was so like I was thinking on the way home and the traffic was bad and I was like, I'm actually really tired.
Oh, I was saying the same
I'm
thing.
so excited to
I was
talk about
really
when you
exhausted,
like I don't know so
It's,
like
I think it was like a new, fresh thing.
yeah.
It's like you've never heard anything. You don't know
Yeah.
anything about this person before.
totally different music that we
Like when we do things
actually
like
talk about and stuff.
Alia and that, we're like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, I had
yeah.
heard that. Oh yeah, I'd heard that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, rah, rah,
But
rah, rah.
this was very
Did you know this? Did you know this?
refreshing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the word.
Yeah, it was so refreshing, and yeah, and these people deserve
Deserve their flowers.
to be talked
Now-
about, and and spread the music. And I hope everyone
Is it
takes a
getting
chance
on the
to
radio
listen.
or like why is it not on the?
So he's on some.
I saw it on
Spotify-
Māori television, they interviewed him,
Why is it not on the radio?
but it should be out there everywhere.
Is it because he self-made it?
Well, I guess the part
Could
of
be.
the industry's job
Yeah.
is to
Is
get
to,
it
yeah,
airplay or
market
something. But I don't listen to the radio.
Neither do I.
So that's no good for
But
me.
oh my gosh, people, who cares about the fucking radio? Just
Yeah, it's on Spotify.
you have the ability to go on Spotify and
Hawkins.
get it yourself.
Hawkins.
The album by Victor
but
Hawkins.
we can post some stuff.
We
up on
we will
Instagram.
post some shit up, and you need to tag him and tell him.
Tell us your thoughts, what you thought about.
Oh my gosh,
So
yeah.
we'll put up our top 3. Each of our top 3.
Yeah.
Tell us your top 3 or frick top 12.
Oh my gosh, and spread this guy's music because he is
Yeah.
so
I
talented.
do. I want people to feel what
we felt. Yeah.
It was a roller
And
coaster.
oh my god, if he did another album, we are so,
So
gonna
in.
BB for him.
Yeah.
Hey Victor.
But,
Especially Punny. She'll come with a Beatle outfit.
Should we like what do you call it when sports teams have their
Cheerleaders.
No. No, those things
We won't even make that.
dress up.
Mascot.
Yeah, you can be the mascot. The Beetle mascot. But what was I gonna say? I don't know how you do a music or album review. I think we smashed it out the park personally. But
I think so too.
that was the first one of our spotlight. We'll do more.
Yeah.
'Cause, like you just really get right in there. I
Really-
think we focus
yeah.
on one song or we focus on an artist, but this was like
This
a whole album.
album.
It was
Mind blowing.
Got to know a person.
I feel like I know her, but he
I
doesn't
feel
want
like
to know me.
On Instagram. Fuck.
I feel like with Victor when he was talking on the back of the 135 and his knowledge. I feel like we're like that now.
Yeah, I feel like I know everything about
Like
him.
we know everything just about him.
because I can read.
But yeah, if you guys haven't listened to that podcast, head over to Back of the 135 on Spotify or Anchor, and have a listen. I know it's 3 hours, but hey, break
Yeah.
it down each day.
Pop it on while you're at work.
Yeah,
whatever.
pause it, but and then play it
Rewind
again. We
it.
did the same, but oh my
As
god,
well with a listen
the
to
shit
get to know
that
him.
you will learn from that podcast.
Because we did the album, and they would talk about the album from time to time, but they mostly talked about so many things. Yeah.
But you won't get that at any other interview, like New FM or anything like that. Okay? You only get a 30-minute slot with those people. Mainstream. But these guys will give you 3 hours and more on his album and about himself too, and other stuff.
Yeah, so much.
So yeah, and we've just come in and just exploded with a speedo.
Calm down.
Are you telling yourself, calm down.
Calm down, because it's so sexy. But yeah, I have. Oh my God, I'm so happy we did Victor as our first spotlight.
Cool.
Yeah, very, very proud of you, Victor, and I hope you do more music.
Thank you.
We so need it.
We're watching your Insta, watching your YouTube.
Call your next one Roller Coaster, because that's how we felt.
Yeah, actual. Cool.
What about
follow
you guys?
Hawkins, follow Hawkins.
Follow. He's on Instagram and
Listen.
Facebook. Yeah, but we are big fans, and we are waiting for your call for LBV
And your next
session.
gig.
Yes,
actual.
Hopefully he has gigs.
Yeah, I saw on his Insta that he's been so as recent as.
But his songs, or because we've been singing that shit.
We're back on the Lula Inn with Jukebox.
Yeah, he'll probably be
the entire set list is made up of audience requests.
Oh, well, there you go.
So then we'll just be like, okay, can you play this?
And we'll be going live.
Oh, so this was May 20th, so that's not that far away.
Bugger.
The only problem is it's on like 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and this is my bedtime. But,
God, sorry, old lady panties, come on at it.
But oh my God, let's go.
No, we have to go.
Let's go. All right. That was cool.
Yeah. Any last words?
Oh, no, just
wow.
Fireflies.
Just give it a listen. Maybe don't worry about our
listen and have your own experience.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to listen to it
Maybe
yourself.
don't go
the
into it with some of
and listen to his album.
Yeah.
Listen to both, and you will.
You might not get the same sensation
as this guy
you will have a
fly over here.
Yeah. And I don't know where you'll get those sensations.
We're just gonna finish this and get a fly
we
spray.
have to go. We have to get off.
Get a fly spray for this firefly.
She's got one.
Okay.
No flies were harmed.
That was an awesome podcast.
Yeah.
Even though we're all exhausted.
Yeah, it was well worth it.
It was well worth.
I was so amped to just.
Oh my God, to let it all out.
Yeah, let everyone. I just go and give it a listen.
Yay! Yeah. Well, this podcast was brought to you by the West Net Network, and head over. Don't forget to look at our articles. Linda's got some articles up on our website about music and stuff like that.
Lots. There's something
Loads.
for everybody.
We just forget to upload it onto our Insta, but we will.
Something for everyone.
All right, that's us.
All
Good night,
right.
fireflies.
Bye.
Good night.